any. Those are media reports. I was citing media reports. Apparently, I'm not supposed to do that. So why should I cite CNN or Mr. Stetler? Then, NBC swings into action. Chuck Todd, former Ton Harkenade. Brings in the man himself, Clapper. You know, like the movie, Clap, Clap? I mean, the commercial, and the light goes on and off? Him. Brings in Clapper, who says, affirmatively, no. There's no FISA court, not on Trump, not on the campaign, not on this. Couldn't have said it more, brother. Okay. What's all this counterintelligence investigation stuff? In the New York Times. In the headline, wiretap. Where is it here? Oh, yes, want to be accurate, of course. Wiretap data used in inquiry of Trump aides. Did I invent that? No. And then today in the New York Times, conspiracy theories journey from talk radio to Oval Office. Really? So in other words, the media were basically peddling a conspiracy theory. And Trump inarticulately tweeted out, hey, look, Obama is ordered taps on my phones. And hey, can you prove that he specifically ordered taps on your specific phone? I knew what he meant, and the rest of you knew what he meant, too. Would I have tweeted that out? No. But so what? There's a bigger issue here, and that's what I keep explaining over and over again. And now the issue's bigger than it was on Thursday. That is, who's investigating whom, under whose direction, and under which statute? What's the authority? And based on these reports, which the media today tell us are not accurate, or they're glommed together, a tapper. Well, they took this chunk and this chunk and three separate chunks and put them together into a conspiracy. Yeah, that's what I do, right, Jake? You notice how the media are not so curious to get to the bottom of. They want to get to the bottom of Trump, but they don't want to really get to the bottom of what's been going on in the Obama administration. And they want this Russia thing to keep going on. And I'm no fan of Russia. I'm no fan of Putin. I'm certain they tried to influence the election, and they failed. Oh, and for all those reporters out there, I supported Ted Cruz in the Republican primaries. You must be a Trump guy. I'm not a Trump guy. I'm a Constitution guy. That's what I am. So anyway, we get these reports, and there are other reports, too. There are other reports, too, and may I say, again, the paper records all over this stuff. I mean, the New York Times. You know, I'm the conspiracy theorist, but then here's a report, January 12th. January 12th. NSA gets more latitude to share intercepted communications. Now, it's possible that Chuck Todd asked Mr. Clapper about this, but I don't think so. Listen to this. I'm sure this is innocuous, too. In the final days, the Obama administration has expanded the power of the National Security Agency to share globally intercepted personal communications with the government's 16 other intelligence agencies before applying privacy protections. So let me ask a question. Let's see. Brian Ross. Let me call on you. The intrepid Brian Ross. I thought he'd passed, but no, he's still there. Why would the Obama administration do this, quote, in its final days? If it's so crucial for the intelligence agencies and other departments to have this information before applying privacy protections, why would they wait until they go out the door? Yes, Brian. So you're not interested. Morning Joe. Take your eyes off Mika and try and stay focused. Answer my question. No answer? Jake? You didn't even ask the question. Stetler? All right, you're busy. You're eating whatever, meatballs or something. Let's go on. The new rules significantly relax long-standing limits on what the NSA may do with the information gathered by its most powerful surveillance operations, which are largely unregulated by American wiretapping laws. Ooh, there's that word again. These include collecting satellite transmissions, phone calls, and emails that cross network switches abroad and messages between people abroad and across domestic network switches. So you have an increased risk that officials will see private information. Now, why would the Obama administration do that? Quote, in its final days. Anybody have an answer to that? Or are you just a right-wing conspiracy nut, like the New York Times? Here's another one. Oh, my goodness. March 1st. New York Times. Obama, notice the media haven't discussed any of this. Because they have their narrative, folks. That's why. Obama administration Russia, and this is for you too, Beckel, tough guy. Start paying attention. Obama administration rushed to preserve intelligence of Russian election hacking. Who's obsessed with the Russians, ladies and gentlemen? Sounds to me like Obama, his administration, and the Democrats. What does this one say? Ready for this? First paragraph. In the Obama administration's last days, more with the last days, White House officials, Jake, Brian, Joe, White House officials scrambled to spread information about Russian efforts to undermine the presidential election. Well, what information? How would they have access to information? Beyond the public record? Right? There's no FISA court. There's no surveillance going on counterintelligence, unless, of course, you believe the New York Times. But if you believe the New York Times, then you have to disbelieve Mr. Clapper. So what information were they spreading, and where did it come from? Anybody? In the Obama administration's last days, this is New York Times, some White House officials scrambled to spread information about Russian efforts to undermine the presidential election and about the possible contacts between associates of President-elect Donald J. Trump and Russians across the government. What information, what sources, and what White House officials? What are you, kook? Are you a right-wing nut? No, it's right in the New York Times. You can't believe the New York Times unless we tell you to believe the New York Times. Let's go on. Former American officials. Sounds like Obama officials. Former American officials say they had two aims: to ensure that such meddling isn't duplicated in future American and European elections, and to leave a, quote, clear trail of intelligence for government investigators. These aren't police state tactics, ladies and gentlemen. What, are you out of your mind? Just because it's in the New York Times they're telling us today, why do you believe it? Mark, do you have evidence? Do you have solid evidence? Let's see it. No, they have anonymous. Now, give us the evidence. Well, I'm not reporting it. I haven't talked it. See what I mean? You're a kook. Let's look at February 9th. Look at this. The New York Times again. The paper of record is no longer the